Well, there it is right there, y'all. Unrivaled League has announced they have landed a multi-year deal with Under Armour to become its official on-court uniform provider and performance outfitter. Both Unrivaled Basketball and Under Armour will host community events and youth camps as part of the new partnership. A lot of the cult media fans are not going to like this because things are not going like they said it was going to go. They said nobody going to touch this league. The league is it's a bad investment. Nobody cares about 3 versus 3, all because one player not there. Didn't go that way, and it just further proves that one player is not responsible for the women basketball growing. They did all this without her. I mean, let's just be honest. I mean, the WNBA had record-breaking finals without her. They did a lot of things without her. The league was already progress. But I'm going to tell you something. Right now, if we're being honest, we're living in this is like the golden age. This is the golden age of the WNBA. They actually got more storylines in the NBA. There are more storylines in the WNBA and women's sports than NBA. The NBA is struggling to come up with storylines. It's been boring. They're looking for the next star. WNBA got plenty, and they got storylines, right? This is a beautiful thing that they put together. You know, I always talked about this part. Some people forget because we're now past that part where players complain about not making the money. There's still players out there complaining about not making the money, but they also see a big change is coming. So you can kind of see them be more optimistic about their future. With this new 3 versus 3 league, it allows players when they have something to lean back on when the WNBA season is over. Now it starts in January. They have a better media rights deal than the WNBA. So just off that, the cult media was dead wrong off that. When I saw them have a better media rights deal than the WNBA, that's all I need to know. Because they really stepping. Then turn around, you got State Farm involved, you got Under Armour involved. I mean, there a lot of things are happening right before us with women's sports. Women basketball is advancing. Not only that, there's more money coming in, which means there are gonna be more opportunities for other people, other players out there that didn't get an opportunity to play, get in playing time, or showcase their skills. You want to see a lot more of that going forward. You got the expansion teams coming in. They won't be leaning on at some point, women's sports not going to be leaning on the NBA, like the WNBA, for example. WNBA hasn't been paying their own bills. It's been the NBA. And then even this year, they lost money. Even this year, they lost money. So when people say, oh they made WNBA a lot of money, woo. Well, yeah, WNBA definitely made a lot of money, but they also lost a lot of money, I mean, they still got ways to go. Now, as far as women's sports in the whole, WNBA players for years been complaining about not making the money. They feel like they're not financially stable. They have to go overseas, play basketball, take care of their families. Well, here's an opportunity right here. You're right here in your state. You're going to be in Miami. Everybody like Miami. You get a chance to play with your peers, people that you're familiar with, And they got a deal with Under Armour too. And it had me thinking like maybe that's why some of the Nike players didn't join this league. I don't know. I don't know for a fact, but maybe you'll see Nike players down the line. Maybe not. I'm not sure. But some people it was a lot of people speculated that the Nike players wasn't involved because of Under Armour, and maybe that's true. Maybe that's not. Um, but I want to say this: Under Armour. I don't know who's responsible for that, but I know Steph Curry. Steph Curry, he's a guy that also have shown support for the women's sports. And you see a lot of basketball players, NBA players, NFL players getting involved, and showing their support, actors, which is a great thing. Like you got men like me. I support women's sports. I've been a fan of the game for quite some time. Um, I enjoy basketball, men and women. I'm not somebody that just saying I prefer this over that, that over this. I do believe right now women WNBA have a more of a storyline in the NBA right now. The NBA is struggling to find their next star. They waiting for that next person to come in and they can build a lead off of storyline. It's been pretty boring. WNBA, that's where they got the NBA beat at right now. And we could talk about players not dunking, players not doing this, doing that. Nah, it's not necessary. The WNBA is all about skill. Women's sport, you have to have skill to be able to last in this league. And fundamentals are very important. You see with the bigs, you don't see a bunch of bigs out there shooting 3-pointers. That's another thing why I like about it, because it reminds me a lot of how the NBA was at one point. Like if you was a big, you have to work on your post game. You have to you most of the bigs are inside of the 3-point line. Versus NBA, all the bigs are 3-point shooters. So the fundamentals are so much better right now. Physicality, you're allowed to play defense, and it's competitive. It's trash talking. So all around, to me, I enjoy the WNBA game. I think it's very entertaining. And shout out to the women that help put this league together and help make the game to what it is right now, because they definitely doing a good job of helping this league growing and helping women basketball growing as a whole. Because one or two players they can't do all the work. I'm telling y'all right now. There are other fans. You got fans of other teams. Liberty got their own fan base. Aces got their own fan base. People out there in Atlanta, they go to Atlanta Dream games. Now they might go for other players or whatever, but they're going to Atlanta Dream games. I mean, Atlanta Dream ain't have zero fans. I mean, people go to the games to watch Atlanta Dream, support their teams, and that's all you can do. If you're a fan of the game, you're a fan of sport. Maybe you're not into women's sport, but if you get a chance and you really just pay attention, find you a player that you like, find you a player that really like spark your attention and really makes you want to get up and watch the game. Use that person to really watch the game of basketball. Like open your eyes to and see what's really going on around the league. Trust me, you will really enjoy it. I enjoy it. I enjoyed covering the league last year. I look forward to covering it this year. And I think we're in the golden age. There's gonna be a point you're gonna have Juju. You're gonna have all of the Paige Becker, all these Flaw J, all the big names competing that we've been looking at in college and high school and college and all that stuff. They're gonna be competing on the one league. Now they already said that Flaw J and Paige likely gonna be with Unrivaled next year. So they already made that move. So it's gonna be good to see all of the players that we've been looking at college competing against each other. They're gonna be with each other on Team USA. We got the best Team USA in that 2028, I believe. But that's gonna be the best team potentially, because you can have Angel Wilson, Angel Reeves, you can have all them folks, like all of them on one team, right? Even the and I would say this: the NBA, I think I never thought I see today, but I think WNBA actually has more. Man, they young, like they young core players. Arguably, you can make the case they probably have more like storylines and more exciting and more promise than some of the young NBA players. Now we got great NBA players, don't get me wrong, but I'm talking about like, you know, you got bigs are playing like bigs, guards playing like guards. NBA, I think a lot of the young bigs are playing too much like guards. Guards trying to, and you got point guards are trying to like stat pad and get all these empty stats, and they not playing no defense. So we gotta get basketball back to what it's supposed to be. Like you supposed to be able to get it done on both ends, doing everything you can to win the game. That's what I've been seeing the WNBA players. The physicality of Breanna Stewart, them battling in the finals, doing everything they can to win the game. Like they might have bad shooting game, but they still out there guarding each other. Stuff like that, man. You gotta respect it, man. You gotta respect it. And y'all let me know what y'all think though. Get in the comment section, light it up, man. It's your boy Showtime. Out of here.